season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. This defense for the Saints, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Opted to run for it, the decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So in Saints territory now, here's first and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
Down to about the 37. The Vikings at 2-12 in what has been a tough year. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now they'll change things up.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll look to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And this one is right through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of...
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Now Pickett.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Pickett now on first down.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
From back at the 3 now. This is third and goal.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Saints have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Now receiver in motion left. And that is caught for the 2 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position. I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
The false start backs him up 5, first and 15.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Cook following the penalty. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter.
1 quarter in the books. 8-3 our score. Second and 10.
Drag him 60. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Vikings first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw.
They're going back to the same well. It's Hawkinson again. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. And remember, the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. The medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Cook will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Now the extra point. And he puts it through. It's a 10-8 game now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when
it's caught inside the 25.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Now Pickett.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And, well, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And some room to work. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that 1st down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Check it. Huh. Ready.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Give to Cook out of the gun.
He's to the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Vikings are able to add on to that lead. A try here for the extra point. He's got it, and that'll make the score 17-8. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, the whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's a give up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Ready.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9.
70 Timberwolves. Check, hurt. 18. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Let go.
Looking to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check, Bobcat, check.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Hustle, hustle, hustle.
On 2nd down, Cook. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Hustle, hustle.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
Ready? Tap the 60, tap the 60. Reload, reload. Ready?
Getting the ball is Cook running left. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The Vikings send out their punter. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Vikings send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chigakakwo, 58 yards. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for two. And this will be caught as they convert here for two. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Cowboy 80.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
19 tight. 19 tight.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Cook up the gut. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. Now a handoff running through the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, here's the option. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And now they're in the hurry-up. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Justin Jefferson. Down the sideline he goes. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Saints block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
And that's truly the way to change field position, isn't it? Block the punt and then take over inside the 5-yard line. What a tremendous job by them. You change momentum, you change field position, and give yourself a chance to...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Stephon Diggs with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Saints take the block punt and convert it into 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Second and 5. And complete right side to Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Dragon 60. Check. Go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
They run again on first down. Cook.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Trap 60. Rig.
Back to throw here.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He gets away from one. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Going deep for Diggs. He's got it at the 15. Oh, some strong running. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 47 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And they will take a knee here.
Here we go, Shaq.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Ready up.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half.